let's discuss the Hebrew versus the English Old Testament book names. Once again, as an author, how you entitle your book greatly impacts the way you want people to perceive it, right? So let's check this out. Can you guys see this text? Can you give me a thumbs up? Great, awesome, good. Okay, so for example, let's look at Genesis, right? So the Hebrew name of Genesis is in the beginning, right? Which actually the phrase Genesis, we would say the genesis of something, the origin or the beginning of something. We actually did a pretty good job in titling that. But look at the second one. This is fascinating. The book of Exodus in Hebrew, it literally means names. Names.
The teacher
Should say is, okay, hold on.
Exodus, well, that just tells us it's a story about people exit.
Somewhere, and we know that. But if the original author said, no, 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 this is not when you read my book, I want you to have the theme of names in your head. That tells me, okay, he's doing something with names here. So we start digging because we think the way that these authors entitled their books actually matters. And then we start realizing some really cool stuff. Do you guys know the name of the Pharaoh in Exodus? No. You know why you don't know his name? It's not in there. He's just called the Pharaoh. It's like saying the governor or the king. We have his title, but we don't actually know this guy's name. But guess the names of the people that we do hear of in the first couple of chapters. Shiphrah and Puah. Does anybody know those two names? Who that is? Shiphrah and Puah? It's the names of the two Hebrew midwives, the brave women who opposed the government at the time, laying their life on the line to save Hebrew babies. So now we start realizing, oh, the author here is doing something really clever. He's going, yeah, this great king of the world, basically, at this time, not going to write his name down because honestly, who cares? But these two women who were basically handmaids, who were definitely slaves at the time, but they believed in God and they acted obediently. I'm going to say their names. Their names were Shiphrah. Their names were Puah. We're going to know their names. So now, thousands of years later, nobody knows the name of that Pharaoh, but we know the names of those two women. And see, the very titling of this book is telling us something about the importance of how God sees people being remembered, what God thinks matters, and what God thinks the people of God should celebrate and remember for generations moving forward. So hopefully we'll see that basically the reason why I showed you that is because I want you to know that the way that these books are named means something. This is part of the context information that we should have. Now, I do want you to tell me, can someone look at this? Can you tell me the Hebrew meaning of the book of Judges?
Judges.
Yeah, it's just Judges. Okay, so sometimes we got it right. Okay, so we don't always have to try really hard to see if there's something tricky going on. And that one makes sense. The book of Judges is largely based around 12 judges, right? So sometimes let's not get too crazy and like try to make something out of everything. But oftentimes the name of the book is part of the context that we really can't see in our English Bibles. So hopefully that's helpful. Hey, did you guys know that we have free stuff on our website, womenteachtheword.com? Like we have a free Bible study and other stuff. And we're going to have a couple more free Bible studies coming out pretty soon. And it would make Fancy very happy if you would go check out our website. She's actually very rarely happy, so maybe it would help. See ya.